I guess this would be part 3. Let's try this again. Sorry about that. Alright, you're going to take your little section of this 2 strings and you're just going to thread it through one of the holes. And you're going to do that with one of each of your sections. Doesn't matter which hole you put it in, just as long as you get them in there. Okay? It's 2. Here, I thought I was being swift, having a pre-made one already done. Yeah, camera don't want to work. There we go, we get that out there. And last but not least, oops, there we go, is this color, which is your peach or your orange, and you stick it through the last hole. If I can get it through there without causing mayhem. There we go. Okay, and then at this point here, you should have it to where it's going to, as I'm pulling it all together, okay, it should look like this. Okay, this part here is what's going to be closed. So you're going to gather your 2 sections like that, and you're just going to tie a knot. It is very simple, this part. Okay. 2, I do 1, third one for good measure, tighten it, and you are done. And you're going to take your scissors, and you're just going to cut off the extra. There you have it. Now, for the other side. Flip this puppy over, you do this other side. Now this part right here, you might want to scooch it down a little bit so that you can separate it. I generally do this as I tend to start braiding just to hold it down, and I know, as you can see, you're going to have the 4 strands. So you do 1, 1, and then 2 for the center. And all you're going to do is you're just going to braid, get this up here so we can see it. You're just going to braid both sections. Don't worry about how long you're going. I'm just going to get it as long as I possibly can for now. Okay, now I'm going to put that in here, wrap that around so that stays in place, and you do it to the opposite side. Doesn't matter what color you do, just get it braided. Pay attention to the bottom there. Okay. Hope I haven't lost anyone in this. I've never done a tutorial video before, and I'm hoping that this has not confused anyone. Okay, we got to that point. Okay, now you're going to have your opening size. You want it to where you're going to be able to slide this thing here through. So you're going to want to find where you're going to tie off your knot. And I leave a little extra, so we're going to put our knot pretty much right about there. So you're going to take these 2 ends here. You're going to make one big knot. See if I don't mess this part up. Okie dokie. There we go. And you only need the 1 knot. You don't need to tie it twice. There we go. Make that tight. Take your handy dandy little scissors here and you snip off the extra. And there you go. We can now latch. Move this little mechanism out of my way. Come up a little closer. Alright, now we need to put the pendant on, which I'm going to use. I think I kind of like that one. So I am going to open up my jump ring. Get 2 pliers here. And a good point to this thing, when you do your jump rings, you don't want to pull them like this. Okay? You want to pull them to the side, almost kind of like apart. Okay? And you're going to slide in your pendant. You're going to attach it to your loop. And you're going to close this guy back up. same way you opened it. And I generally kind of go back and forth just to make sure that I'm using the big pliers here, and I shouldn't, but there you go. Alrighty, see? And we have a nice clean close. It won't go nowhere, and it's a nice sturdy jump ring. And there you go. You've got one necklace pretty much done and ready to be worn. Yay, I did it. I'm done. Well, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully I'm much better for my second one. Thanks everybody. Bye.